So, Kate, you were talking, I think, 2 videos ago about how you didn't take notes and you were like, of course I'll remember, of course. And then you forgot. Totally understandable, reasonable, happens. I did take notes on this receipt, which I kept on my desk in front of me where I could see it, and managed to forget for an entire week to actually make that video. So, this receipt did not do me any good. Um, I ended up failing at Nano, and I'm really sad about it because I was so into it for like a week and a half, and I was like active on the local Discord. I was doing it in my spare time by myself or with my writing group friends, whatever, and I feel so dumb because I was so into it, and then I got tired one day, and then the next day I was like, well, I didn't do it yesterday, so I won't do it today, and then it just spiraled, and now I'm 20,000 words behind. Um, Probably more. So that didn't pan out. Oh well. I won last year and I'm really proud of that. And then, there's always next year. Um I have like a whole bunch of things, and it's like you were saying, I have notes. They're not necessarily good notes. So what do they mean? Like one of my notes just says Thanksgiving. Was I commented on something someone else said about Thanksgiving? Was I bringing it up as my own thought? What was that supposed to be? So, yay, Thanksgiving. I hope you're going to have a good time with whatever you're going to do. Um, I assume you're not traveling, Kate, because that's not your thing. And also, Thanksgiving, as far as I know, is only an American thing. So, I don't think Oliver or Nella are particularly likely to be celebrating. So, I don't know. But if there isn't any stories or things to tell, go by all means, please do. It's tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna go see my mama. I'm excited for that. I I've seen her like I went like a long time with barely seeing any of my family. Um, and then in the last few months, I have been able to see them a little more, like traveling somewhat, going to the same places, meeting in third cities, whatever. So I'm excited. I'm going to see my mom. And then I mentioned in my last video that on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be taking a train from Chicago to San Francisco, which is like the most exciting thing I've ever had to look forward to. So that's cool. And my dad is going to come, which is different because usually my mom is the one who travels, or my mom travels with my dad. My dad is a little less mobile. So for him, a train trip where you literally, it's not a ton of walking or moving or agility required. So a train trip seemed like the perfect trip for him. So we're going to do that together. So I'm excited about that. Kate, you were talking about cats poisoning me with their butts with the Lysol story, and that legitimately made me laugh out loud. Like, I'm sorry that it's causing brain fog and illness and all that. I don't mean to dismiss that, but the phrase cats poisoning me with their butts, comic genius. It was brilliant. Um, and You mentioned eBay, and this is a wild tangent, but I bought something on eBay this week for the first time in years. Like, it's just not my site. I buy elsewhere. But it was this like Topps, which does like baseball cards, did these ornament cards, which is basically just a scam to make you pay like $4 for like a glorified piece of cardboard with a picture on it that you hang on your Christmas tree. But I was like, oh my god, this is my mom's favorite player. Of course I have to buy one of these. And it's like in this little ornament shape, and they superimposed like snowflakes on him or something. It's so cute. So I'm sending her that to put on her tree because I don't have a tree. But I was happy to see that it existed. I bought this. I don't think I've talked about this. It's for 2022. So I haven't really started. So most of the year is like, obviously can't fill that out. But like, it starts in the last 4 months or something of 21. So like, I have filled in a little bit. The highlights include Bad movie, Home for the Holidays. Maybe people like that. I don't know. We hated it. My friend and I watched it and texted throughout, and we were both like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we're watching this. This is miserable." Um, Things like voting, things like the Princess Switch marathon, watching movies 1, 2, and 3 back to back to back. I had a happy hour with work, which I have not done in years. I mean, way before the pandemic. Like that last job, it never went once. The job before that, I did. Um, I've jumped around jobs a lot. Uh, my Vax booster is on here. I got that taken care of, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's not a ton of stuff, but I like filling out my calendar in my Google Calendar. I mean, like that gives me a lot of joy to fill that out, and I really do like writing things down. So sometimes, like, if I'm feeling sad or anxious or something, I will like grab a post-it note or like one of these notepads. Um, oops, and like I'll just write down the list of things I have to look forward to. And that sounds weird, but like I'll do it multiple times a week on different post-its or different notepads. I'll be like, okay, in the end of November, I'm going to see my mom. At the end of December, I'm going to see my dad. In January, I'm going to go to LA. Like, write down all these things so I have a list. And, like, sure, there are entire months at a time where I have nothing scheduled and I don't know if I'll see anyone, but I just skip that. I just write the things I'm looking forward to. So, the idea of this is it's like I have, like, a thing I can look at where I can see in the future the things I'm looking forward to. And I did like doing that. I also downloaded a countdown app on my phone, and then the countdown app deleted all of my countdowns, which was devastating because I was going on it like every day because I was so excited to see them. And then I downloaded a different countdown app, and it doesn't have them in order, so it like pings back and forth between like if the most recent thing I put in was my Vax booster, then it's like November for the Vax booster, April for my birthday, December for Christmas. It's just like back and forth because it's just the order you put them in, which is completely useless. I am completely rambling, and this video has no logic and no plan, and I don't know. Oh, last thing, because I like talking about things I'm looking forward to. Hold on. I'm so right-handed. I cannot flip these pages on this notebook with my left hand. I am incompetent with my left hand. I made a baseball series of interest list, and this doesn't have to mean anything to you because you guys are not baseball fans, and that's okay. But like, I made a list of every weekend series on the entire western half of the United States, so including like Colorado and Arizona and the West Coast, because that's basically what the cities are. States. And I'm really excited because I might go to like one or two of those, or I might go to more. I don't know, but I'm really excited that like I looked at when does it make sense, if at all, to go to Seattle or to go to LA or to go to Anaheim, and then the ones that are in San Francisco and Oakland and are driving distance, I might go to. So that's exciting. I didn't go to a ton of baseball this year. I didn't go to any games in San Francisco, which bizarre. I tried. I think I told you that story. I like had a panic attack while driving and had to drive home. I went to a couple games in Oakland, which is about the same distance because it's like basically the same place. And that was lovely, and I will definitely go back there. And then I went to Seattle and Anaheim. But for me, that's not a lot of baseball. Like, I used to go to like 40 games a year. So I'm not going to 40 next year, but I would like to get back to more than 5. So here's hoping. Happy Thanksgiving, or happy Thursday, or whatever else. DFTBA, I love you guys, and I hope you're having a good week.